Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing a yearly favourites for 2015. So I'm just going to go over as quickly as possible because there's quite a lot of stuff here. My favourite products for this year. Basically we're almost over. By the time you're watching this it'll be Christmas Day. So Merry Christmas everyone. I hope you've had a really good day so far. Let me know what you've got. If you've got any makeup products or anything like that, just let me know below or on my Instagram or anything like that. I'll certainly be sharing my new products with you. So let's go first of all to base products. So I've got a little basket full here just to separate them out. So I'm going to look at primers first of all. So I've got sort of 3 favourite primers for the year. One will be No Surprise. It's something I used a lot, certainly at the beginning of the year. Maybe not used so much now since I've sort of found more and more products, but it is one of my favourite primers. This one's from Wilkinson's. It's by the brand Kiss with them. I think it's their own brand. It's a Prime of Your Life Smoothing Light Reflecting Primer. I find it very similar to the Benefit Professional. Really good, and this one is only £3, maybe £3.50, so really good product. Next one I have here, and I'm going to have to get the full size because I love this. I got it last year on Boxing Day in a little set of 3 different primers by Smashbox. This one is the Hydrating Oil Free Primer. Absolutely love it. Basically finished, so I need to get a full size. It's really good. The next one here will be No Surprise. I've been using it very often recently. It is a new product, but it's from Freedom. This is their priming water. Really enjoying this. Thinking about trying the one from Smashbox as well. Sort of compare the two and see whether that one's maybe worth the money or whether it's certainly worth just picking up this one, which is £5. Next products I have for you guys, we'll move on to correctors and concealers. So I've got one corrector here. This is by MUA and it's the Prime Conceal in Peach. I use this to correct my under eyes and also around the little areas by my nose to correct redness and the under eye darkness. I have 2 concealers. So this is one that I hadn't tried for quite a while and I've actually been loving it. It is the Maybelline Fit Me. I was trying to see if you can see it there, but it's pretty much rubbed off. I use it in the shade 20. It's a really good concealer, lasts really well, and I believe it's something like £6.99. And then we've got another Maybelline one. The first time I ever used this, I did not like it. Didn't like it at all. I had it at some point last year, but as you can see, I've definitely been enjoying it. I've pretty much been using it every day for the last couple of months. Definitely going to have to get another one. And I love the way they do the product, how they've got this little thing in here. So it just sort of pushes it down and then the product goes up and you can see exactly how much you have left. It's brilliant. Next we're going to foundations and I've got quite a few. We'll start with the drugstore ones. 2 which will definitely be No Surprise because they've been in most of my favourites throughout this year. We've got the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Matte Foundation and the L'Oreal True Match Foundation. This is actually a new bottle. This one's nearly done, but I have backups of both of these. I think I actually have 2 of these ones. Brilliant foundations. I use them all the time. Next 2 I probably used more at the beginning of the year, but I still really love these foundations. I've got one from Maybelline, which is the Better Skin foundation from them. Really good. This one's basically done, as you can see, but I do have a backup, so I'm ready to go on to that as soon as I need to. Next one I have here is from Rimmel. It's the Lasting Finish 25-Hour. I definitely don't think it would last that long. Probably nowhere near. But it definitely works a full working day for me. It lasts well and looks pretty much the same as it does in the morning, as long as you set it correctly. Use primer and a setting spray, depending on the heat really. But that's the one I have there. Then I've got 2 high-end foundations which I love, but both of them are too dark for me right now, so it means I can't use them. So first of all, this is the Estee Lauder Double Wear. Amazing foundation. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely love it. Definitely is too dark for me right now. I might try and get something sort of a light foundation to mix in with it. By the way, the pump is just a MAC pump. I just sort of cut off the ends a little bit because obviously, as you can tell, size is a little bit different, but that's that one. And then the other one is the MAC Studio Fix. Again, it's too dark for me at the moment, but lovely foundation, lasts really well, and is really worth getting. Next, I've got a couple of powders here. Again, these have all been in my favourites at some point throughout the year, so it will be no surprise. So we have, let's go first of all with the MUA one. This is a new one from them. It's the Skin Define Hydro Powder. I really like this one. I find if I wear a slightly darker foundation, or one that I don't need any extra coverage at all on, this is best because it doesn't give any extra coverage. It just sets the powder on your face. Then I have one from Maybelline. This helps if it's up the right way. The Superstay 24-Hour Waterproof Powder. This one gives extra coverage, lasts really well. It does come with a little powder thingy, but I generally don't use those. So that's that one. I have been through a full one of these, and you can already start to see a little indentation in this one. It's such a lovely powder. And then I have two from L'Oreal. So obviously we have the True Match, which, as you know, recently I've been using a lot, along with the True Match foundation. It's a lovely powder. Then we have the L'Oreal Nude Magique BB powder. This one again gives you extra coverage, it lasts really well, and it's such a lovely powder. It does come with a little sponge and also a little mirror on there. Lovely powder. Definitely love using both of those. And then last of all, we'll look at some setting sprays. So I have the Urban Decay All Nighter. Again, no surprise with this one. I absolutely love this. I did get a smaller size initially last year, I think. It lasted me 6 months and it was brilliant. So I got the bigger size. I actually still use the little one. Doesn't sound like there's that much in here, but honestly it's probably about here. And the smaller one I've got is actually full because I've emptied a lot of this into there, so that when I go away I take a slightly smaller bottle. And then a more newer purchase is the MAC Fix Plus. I use this almost every day at the moment to set my makeup. Absolutely love it. Use quite a bit, bearing in mind I only got this in the beginning of November, so probably go through this a bit more than the Urban Decay one, so I'm probably going to have to repurchase this quite soon, but definitely worth getting. It's a lovely one, you need to check it out. I put it off for so long, but even so much as like if you wear your highlight, it just picks up so much more, intensifies your eyeshadow, so it doesn't just set your makeup, it also makes it look even better. So going on to the next set of stuff here, we'll go into the sort of more cream products. So we'll look at my lip products. I'm going to go with Drugstore first of all, to show you some of my Drugstore favourites from throughout the year. So we'll go with a couple of lipsticks, which are probably the ones I've reached towards the most throughout this year. So we've got this one from Essence. The Essence range themselves, these long lasting lipsticks are amazing, they're really good. But in particular this shade here is Natural Beauty. It's one that I've really been reaching for. So that's that shade. I'll do a swatch of that one. And then the next one, I've not used much of this brand, it's Gosh. And I've recently found their lipsticks. They're really good. This is one of their matte ones in 02 Rose. They're actually quite similar, but obviously this is more matte. Probably find all of these shades look quite similar. And then this one is one from MUA, which I absolutely adore. It's shade 2. It's a little bit worth to wear because it is quite an old one now. That one's a bit more berry toned. And then the last Drugstore lipstick, we have a Maybelline one. This is one of their pinks, Colour Sensational pinks, and this is in Stellar Pink. This was one of the first Maybelline lipsticks I ever had, which I got this year, and honestly, I then started buying loads of Maybelline lipsticks. I absolutely love them, they're such good quality, last really well, and they don't really have a strong scent like some lipsticks do. So then going on to a couple of other lip products, slightly different. We've got these two from Makeup Revolution, the I Love Makeup brand, under the Lip Lavas. I have, it doesn't say the names. I'm sorry. These don't actually have the names on them, so I can't tell you the shades, but you can tell they've only got 5 of these, so you can pretty much see which selections they are. So I'm going to do a swatch of these. I'm going to do these on the back of my hand because they are liquid lipsticks. And that is a terrible swatch. I'm just going to do them both. So that's the two of those. They're really lovely though, they last really well. And they're just so pretty. I'm going to rub those off. They do come off okay, as long as they've not fully dried. So next one's a little collection. I'm going to show you all 3 of the ones that I have. So these are the Maybelline Colour Elixirs. Really adore these. I have 110 Hibiscus Heaven, 40 I'm Blushing. I think this is an American one. I found it in TK Maxx. And then 705 Blush Essence. So I'm just going to swatch those. So this is Hibiscus Heaven. And then I'm Blushing. That one's very, very nude. And last of all, blush essence. That's that one. Again, such gorgeous colours. They last really well. For a gloss, they're really nice. They're not uncomfortable to wear at all. They're really lovely. Next one's from the drugstore. I've got some of the Bourjois Rouge Edition Velvets. So those are these. They're very pretty, and I have Soha Pink, Nudist, and Plum Plum Girl. These again are like liquid lipsticks. They're really, really nice. Again, I'm going to swatch them on the back of my hand. They last really well. That's that one. And that's Soha Pink. Sorry, I don't like that. Okay, and then this one is Nudist. And these, I don't find I have to top these up very much. What I have been doing is wearing a lip liner underneath them, so that if they do start to fade, then you've still got that base colour. And that's that one. So again, all very pretty. And these ones stain a lot more, see? Take a lot more to get them off. They last really well. Next I've got some high-end even, lip products. So first I'm going to show you this. This is basically like my perfect nude selection. These were the ones that Jaclyn Hill created with Gerard Cosmetics, but she's not really sort of affiliated with them anymore, so they're not actually under her name any longer. But this is Buttercup. This is like the perfect nude lipstick. That's that one. And I'm going to do a second swatch of it so I can show you it with the lip gloss on top, because they pair together perfectly. And this is the gloss by them, and this is Buttercream. Comes with a little mirror, and obviously it has the little light on there. So we have the lipstick, the lip gloss, and then both of them together. As you can tell, it's just perfect. They're such lovely colours. And Gerard Cosmetics usually has little offers and things on, so it's certainly worth checking out. Next we have one of my all-time favourite glosses. You have to try these Urban Decay Naked glosses. They're perfect. They're the best glosses I've ever tried. I need to pick up some more. They last really well. They're not sticky or tacky at all. They just feel so good. This one's called Sesso, and it came with the Urban Decay Naked on the Run palette. It's such a gorgeous colour. So pretty. I love wearing that lip gloss. If I reach for a lip gloss, it's probably going to be that one, because I just love it. And then next we've got some lipsticks. So I've got these Bare Minerals Marvellous Moxies. I got this little one, Speak Your Mind, in the set last year from Sephora. I got Raise the Bar, that came in the British beauty blogger, what was it? The little beauty box that she did. I can't think of the name of it now. And then I bought a full-size one in Fly High. And the packaging is so cute. You just pull that down and it slides out. So this one's Fly High. I actually heard Nicole from Young, Wild and Polished talking about it, and I was like, oh my god, that's one of my favourite lipsticks too. And then this is Speak Your Mind, a lovely nude colour. And how cute are the little lipsticks? So good. And this is the Raise Your Bar, or Raise the Bar. So Fly High, Speak Your Mind, and Raise the Bar. They're literally such gorgeous shades. I just love these lipsticks. I need to get more of them because they're perfect. And then probably the MAC lipstick that I've worn the most. I do love MAC lipsticks, but to be honest, I think the Makeup Revolution ones last just as well. They're £1. This is, I mean, at least £15 for a MAC lipstick. But this is one of my favourites. It is Plumful. It's just a nice berry shade. That's that one. And then I'm going to show you my two favourite Estee Lauder lipsticks. So I've shown you these recently and said how much I absolutely adore my Pure Colour Envy lipsticks. They've got the magnetic closure. They're so cool. So this is one of my first ones. This is Desirable. Another nude that I absolutely adore. That's that one. And then this is Dynamic, which is one I've been reaching for a lot. And that's that one. So again, lovely shade. I'm just going to swatch Buttercup. No, it's a little bit lighter. I thought it was quite similar to Dynamic, which it is similar, but sorry, Desirable, not Dynamic. But Desirable is a little bit more pink. Still lovely nudes. So that was all the lip products. Put them all back in the little box, basket even. And then on to sort of cheek products. I'm going to go first of all with the contour product. So one of my absolute favourites, again it's another new one, but it's the Freedom Contour Stick. I am absolutely loving this. I probably rarely ever contoured before, like ever. It was more if I was going out or getting dressed up. But I pretty much every weekend now I will use this to contour. So this is the contour shade. Like that. And I use it down the bridge of my nose. And also just here. I only do quite a light contour. And then there's the highlight as well. And I do my foundation and concealer, and then I apply these, then I powder, and then I go over lightly with a bronzer and a highlight, depending on which one I want to wear that day. So the bronzer that I would usually use would be this one from Makeup Revolution, which is their medium matte bronzer. I think I talked about this the other day actually in one of my videos. I think the Makeup Revolution one. So it sort of swells out, it's pretty cool. It's a lovely matte bronzer. Then for highlights, I have a couple here. So first of all I have the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette. Absolutely adore this. You can use the shade here, so this one which I believe is Dim Light. You can use that to set your makeup, and I often do that especially if I'm wearing a high-end foundation or if I'm going out, so I want my sort of face to look sort of flawless. Really, that really helps to do that. Then Incandescent Light here is a highlighter, and then Radiant Light, another highlighter, or I could use it for a slight bronzy look. Then two more highlighters that are my absolute favourite for this year. We've got Mary Luminizer and Champagne Pop. So we'll do some quick swatches of those. That's what they look like. Let's do some swatches. There's the two colours. There we go. As you can tell, Champagne Pop is a lot more peachy toned, and that's a lot more of just a clear champagne colour for the Mary Luminizer. Oops. And then for blush, there has been a couple which I've gravitated towards a lot. So going with the first one here, as it's one little one on its own, is the Tarte Blush in Mirage. I got this in a little set last year from Sephora. So that's, and these Tarte blushes last really well. So you can see that one there. Gorgeous shades. And then the other three blushes that I've gravitated towards are all MAC. I kind of really like MAC blushes. So we have Peaches, we have Desert Rose, and Dame. Now I've showed you these a lot, so you pretty much know what they look like. But there's Dame. And then we have Desert Rose, which is a deeper colour. And then Peaches. That's that one. So now, lastly onto eye products. I'll show you the three mascaras that I've been loving. One, again, no surprise, it is the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. I have this in waterproof and normal formula, and I love them both. It's one of my absolute favourites, so I nearly always reach for that. And then I've got two mini mascaras, both from Too Faced. I love them both. So we've got the Too Faced Better Than Sex and the Too Faced Lashgasm. I like actually using these both together because the ones are both very different. So I use the Too Faced Better Than Sex first and the Lashgasm over the top to sort of lengthen everything out. And then I have one brow product which I think has been one of my absolute favourites and go-to. It's pretty much just this type of brow kit. So not necessarily just the Makeup Revolution, but the MUA one, and also Freedom do one like this too. So you get the 3 shades and then the wax. That one's obviously basically gone, but it's one of my absolute favourites. And then I've got 3 palettes here. So the first one is the Naked Basics 2 palette. I love this little palette, it's so cute. They are more cool toned, but they're very nice little shadows, especially if you want to just grab one little palette and do a quick little eye look. You can make it really neutral, or you can smoke it out a little bit if you wish to. And then obviously I've done my top favourite palettes recently, but I think if I had to choose 2 for the year that I've absolutely adored, and if I've reached for a palette, it has probably been most likely, probably 80% of the time, one of these 2 palettes. So we have the Anastasia Chalet Couture World Traveller palette. I did some swatches of this the other day, so I won't go into that again, but that's what this one looks like. And then, last of all, is the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. And again, I showed you this the other day, so I won't do more swatches. You can just watch the video I did the other day. Ooh. And that's that palette. I can't help but smell it. But that's it, guys. It's a really long video. This is my favourites of 2015. Can't wait to see what I'll be loving in 2016. All the new products that may be coming out. Anything from this year that I still love. Be nice to sort of look back and see what still stayed my favourite. And maybe something that I don't like at all anymore. We'll see. So let me know what your favourites have been, guys. Anything you think that I should check out that's been your favourite that I've not mentioned here, or if you've not heard me talk about it at all, just let me know. Let me know of any ideas or videos you want me to do throughout 2016. And have a very happy Christmas, guys, and a happy New Year. Take care. Bye.